only for one seating each on Saturdays and Sundays, and for special bookings like corporate picnics or bus tours during the week. The teachers who had worked with us all summer had returned to their school districts, the college students to their campuses. We were holding the clambake together with the skeleton crew, and that upped the tension created by having two formerly married people and the current person of interest for one of them working on the same small island. "Now watch," Sonny muttered. Terry Durand approached the little circle, carrying an armload of hardwood. It was a lame excuse to intrude. The fire didn't need more wood. The clambake fire crew, Jason, Terry, and Sonny, would soon be removing the wood embers with their rakes, leaving only the hot stones behind. The food, 2 lobsters, soft-shell clams called steamers, a potato, an ear of corn, an onion, and an egg for each guest, would be covered with seaweed and salt water-soaked cotton tarps, and cooked by the hot rocks below it. As Sonny and I watched, Jason looked Terry in the eye and said something dismissive, following his words with a sharp shake of his head. Terry dropped the wood and stood his ground, his chest pushed out. Emmy backed up a step as if she was uncomfortable and wanted to move away. Jason put a hand on her forearm, urging her to stay. Prue stayed where she was, a raw red hand on her thin hip. The tension floated up from the group like a dust storm, visible and uncomfortable. "Prue's the aggressor," I pointed out. "It's her behavior that's changed." Prue had made her displeasure with Jason's attention to Emmy known to everyone, though she'd never started something with the two of them directly before. Never scolded Jason publicly, as she was clearly doing now. "Terry's what's different," Sonny countered. "Besides, we're not firing Jason or Prue. They've worked for us forever. They worked for your dad, for Pete's sake." As if to prove Sonny's point, Terry moved in tighter, standing directly in front of Jason in the space Emmy had created when she'd backed up. He was too close, and clearly none of the 4 of them were happy. Around them, all over beautiful Morrow Island, smiling guests played bocce and volleyball, hiked over the high hill to the little beach, or simply relaxed at the picnic tables with friends and family while they enjoyed a drink and anticipated the feast. It was a gorgeous Saturday, the first weekend in October. The sky was cloudless, the sun bright, the temperature nearly perfect. Earlier in the week, there'd been a vicious 3-day storm, the remnant of a hurricane which had kept the lobster boats in the harbor. Sonny and I had come out to the island afterward to clear away the downed branches and right the blown-over furniture. All in all, the island had come through pretty well. "You see what I mean?" Sonny pointed to Terry. "We do hot, dangerous work at the clambake fire. I can't have all this going on. I need my guys focused. I need to be focused, not wondering if a fistfight is going to break out." I couldn't deny what he said, so I tried buying time. 2 weeks, Sonny. 6 clambakes. Today, tomorrow, and the cruise ship special on Monday, and then 3 days over Columbus Day weekend. Then we'll be shut down for the season. This, I gestured toward the group of 4 below us, will get worked out over the winter. Emmy will either be with Jason or Terry or with neither of them. If she's with Jason, Prue will have learned to live with it, if it's not sorted out by spring. I won't ask Terry back. I want him gone today. Sonny knew what he was asking of me. Terry was the older brother of my boyfriend, Chris Durand. They had been estranged for years. That had finally ended in early August when Chris visited him at the Maine State Prison in Warren. Terry had been there for 10 years for a convenience store robbery during which a clerk had been shot. Terry had been released in late August after serving his full term. He was jobless and homeless and had returned to Busman's harbor, where we all lived and where he'd grown up. He was living on Chris's old wooden sailboat, the Dark Lady. Chris had asked me to give Terry a job. The Snowden Family Clambake was always desperate for help in the fall. Terry had no food service experience, and the third guy who worked in the summers with Sonny and Jason had returned to his teaching job in Maryland.